Hello, my name is Wendy Myers. Welcome to the Modern Paleo Cooking Show, where I teach you how to eat the most nutrient-dense paleo diet. And today we are going to be making one of my favorite things to eat. It's probably pretty gross to some people, but I love to eat sardines on gluten-free bread. So one of the things I do to spice it up a little bit is I use pickled onions. I like to put these on my little toasts. I like to put some avocado, and I like to put some caper and dill on it as well, make it really, really tasty. So why sardines? Sardines are one of the least toxic fish in our environment. One of the things I talk about in my book, The Modern Paleo Survival Guide, is how most fish today is contaminated with mercury, not to mention PCBs and other environmental toxins. And unfortunately, pretty much any large fish has a lot of toxins and mercury in them. So me personally, I tend to avoid fish like ahi and shark and your large predatory fish. So for sardines, they are really small, so they don't have time to accumulate mercury. They still have a little bit of mercury, but the nutritional benefits of sardines outweigh the negative downside of just a little bit of mercury. And there's several different kinds of sardines. I know some people out there go, ugh, sardines are disgusting. And many brands are. Here's one that I do not like. It's called Crown Prince, and not so tasty. You open it up, and I'm going to show you in a minute what it looks like. I've opened some of these cans, and the fish look kind of brown around the edges, and they taste real fishy and just not very appetizing. Then this brand that I love is called Conservas de Camboras. It was very good. You can't get this at your typical grocery store. You can order it online, and I'll have this in the notes on the recipe on my website on liveto110.com so you can find it for yourself. But what's great about these is they're not only sardines, they're small sardines. So they're smaller with even less mercury than a regular sardine, one of the bigger ones. So they do come in different sizes. And so these are little baby ones. I like to eat baby sardines. That's what I eat. And so these are packed in olive oil, which is good. You don't want them packed in canola oil. Some of the cheaper sardines are packed in canola oil and some other cheap oils. So obviously you want to avoid those high omega-6 inflammatory oils. Or water is just fine also. And also, just in general, the Portuguese sardines are typically the best tasting. And I also like sardines because they're usually wild caught. There's not really any farm sardines to my knowledge. They just need a lot of room to grow. So they're typically wild caught. There's another brand I like at Whole Foods. It's called Blue Planet. That's a really nice one as well. They have nice sardines. So we're gonna open these up and take a look at them, give you a little show and tell with these sardines, and so you can see the difference, what I'm talking about, because I have a lot of clients when I recommend that they eat sardines, they're like, are you crazy? That's not gonna happen. I think they're disgusting. And they just haven't tried good sardines. So if you're one of those people out there that doesn't want to eat sardines, I recommend that you give them a second chance with a better brand. And one of the things about sardines is why you want to eat them is they are so nutritious. They have omega-3 fats. They've got vitamin D. So I don't need to supplement vitamin D because I eat my sardines a few times a week. They have RNA and DNA in the spinal cords. If you eat them with the bones, they have got tons of calcium in them. The silver skin on them have tons of selenium. That's what makes it silvery. So the selenium is needed to produce thyroid hormones. They've got so many nutrients in them, and not to mention protein. So just so good for you on so many levels. So if you look at this here, you'll see this is a little sardine here. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. It's so tasty too. This brand, this is the Portuguese brand. This is very fresh tasting. It tastes just like tuna. So you can also, if you don't want to put it on toast, you can mash it up into a tuna salad or faux tuna salad. Minus the mercury. And see this one right here, if you look at the comparison, they have kind of like a brown tint to them. It's not very appetizing. They taste really fishy. To me, it seems like they've been in the can a really long time. It just, ugh. So look at that brown. This is very fresh looking. So that's what I eat. And so now we're gonna assemble them. And first we're gonna, cut our little gluten-free bread this way. Cut it in diagonal slices so we have a nice little surface area to put our toasts, to assemble our toast. And this is this is the Modern Paleo cooking show, but we're not cooking today, we're just assembling. So it's the Modern Paleo assembly show today. So we're gonna cut about 4 slices here. And for this recipe, you just need about 4 slices of bread here and 1 can of sardines. And then, like I said, to make these onions, the pickled onions, really easy. I just made these overnight, or they just need a few hours. And you just need to put some shaved red onions, or just cut them up. Cut the onions up, and whatever sizes of slices that you want to put on your bread. And you put about half water and half white vinegar, organic white vinegar, because if it's not organic, it'll probably be GMO, genetically modified. And you just soak those, and they're really, really tasty. And then we're gonna just put some capers on top of them and some chopped up dill on top for garnish. But we're gonna make our bed for our little sardines with avocado, some sliced avocado. So you just wanna slice that up, cut it in half, and then just twist it off like that. And then I usually just take the nut out like that, the seed. And then we are going to, here, also you have to get the seed off the nut if you plan to use it again. Here we go. So one way I really like to make my avocado slices is I first just kind of scoop it out. First I do a big spoon scoop, and then you can just slice it up like that, really easy. And there we go, got our scoops. And then cut them up into thin slices so they're bread ready to go. And you also want to toast your bread as well. So I'm going to put these in the toaster oven really quick. Okay, now we have toasted our little toastettes. Aren't they cute? Nice and crispy. Give us a little bit of crunch with all of our soft ingredients that we're going on top of them, like our avocado and our sardines. Yum. So we have our avocado slices. Just put your avo, make a nice little bed for the sardines. And so you just keep assembling those. Yum. And that's about it. And so next we're gonna put our onion, our pickled onion. Let me wipe off, I've got avocado hands. Wipe that off so I don't get avocado all over the onions. So I'm gonna take our little pickled onions. They're so good and crunchy, and they've really lost a lot of their heat. They're a little bit more sweet, and they just add a really nice flavor to the sardines and the avocados. Because the sardines, they have a strong flavor. Though these Portuguese ones are a little bit more mild in flavor. They're not as strong. But we still want to, stand up to that bold flavor. And we got just one more toastette to do here. And then we're going to add a couple little capers, because capers are oh so tasty. So you just sprinkle some capers over it. There you go. And then we're gonna lay our sardines on our little bed. These are a little bit crumbly. I made like a mess of these. So lay them carefully, as they do fall apart. Lay them very carefully over your avocados. And don't those look good? They don't, actually I lied. They don't look good. But they taste really good. So maybe we should have put the sardines on the bottom just to hide them. They're ugly, but very healthy. Everything can't be pretty. And so then we're going to, just for some garnish, put some dill on top of these. Dill has just such a nice flavor to it. And herbs are so nutrient dense that I always try to add herbs to anything that I'm cooking, just to add some extra nutrition. That's the point of eating, right? It's not just the taste. So there you go. These are our sardines toast with avocado, dill, capers, and pickled onions. So good. I'm ready for lunch. Well, my name is Wendy Myers. Thank you so much for watching the Modern Paleo Cooking Show, where I teach you how to eat the most nutrient-dense paleo diet so that you can survive and thrive to 110. Thank you so much.